the biggest thing you kind of feel like you guys is kind of your 6, 7, 8 edges have been able to kind of build off each other with y'all competing kind of for those 2 to 3 to 4 spots?
Honestly, the biggest thing that I can build off of is our competitive nature. You know, I feel like this year we have a very deep room, so I think being that it is that way, we kind of have been pushing each other to obviously we're fighting for those spots, so we're pushing each other to continuously work at our craft to see who's going to get those spots.
For you now, entering your 4th year, we've obviously seen the flashes. What's kind of the big thing you feel like you're working to take kind of the next step towards to really produce on the field?
I've been trying to attack really those third down, money down, kind of my mindset in those moments. I think that's really where I'm going to show up in the season is those pass rushes and those, times that we really need those sacks. I've really been focusing on that this fall camp.
College Football 25 has you 73 overall. What do you think about that?
Honestly, it could always be a lot worse, man. I'm very grateful to even just be in a game. So 73, I'm perfectly fine with it.
Past couple years in fall camp, there has not been much of quarterback battle at all. This year, obviously, there is one. I'm curious, how much is it fun at all? Is it more energizing when you're back there, you have a role in kind of pushing those guys on defense too?
Extremely fun, man. Both of those guys, John and Zev, very hard workers, man. Very competitive. It's always fun seeing each of those guys go in the game and do what they do, man. They've been going back and forth this whole fall camp, and I'm excited to see what they both can do this season. So, yeah.
Spending years in a room with RJ and BJ, is there any part of them that's with you here today that you've learned from them?
I would say from BJ and RJ were both very positive and motivating people, and I feel like they've fed to those that were with us last year that are still here. I think all of us kind of took some of that in, and we kind of spread that out through the room as it is today.
And then defensive communication has been kind of a topic to improve upon. How do you feel it's going, and what's your role in that?
Obviously, everybody has a different communication on the team. So I feel like up front, our role is to call out the ADOs, call out the backfield, the tight ends. I feel like we've improved, but obviously we can always get better. The back end, communicating with the DBs, and sometimes communicating with us. I think we've continuously been taking steps in that direction, so yeah.
Where do you think you've grown the most over the last few weeks of fall camp, either just as an individual or as a defensive unit, pass rush unit, or all 11 of you guys?
Personally, I think I've grown the most is my mindset mentally. I think my mindset to attack and to not let one bad play snowball effect to other players. I think I've improved and my confidence has got a lot better. So I think I'm going to continue to keep doing that and see how that carries on through the season.
I know you guys are right back at practice next week. It's not like you're going on vacation, but Does reaching the end of fall camp still mean a big thing? Is it just nice to even have just a box to check off as you're one step closer?
Yeah, man, it feels good, man. Everybody knows how fall camp can get sometimes, and just being and doing it with my teammates here, getting to the end and seeing that check box, it's relieving just to know that you did this with your brothers and you guys have grown together, so yeah.
The defense obviously had a few takeaways, but how do you judge a scrimmage like this when you can't really get fully on tackle,
Like I said, communication is a big thing. A big thing for us up front is our technique, our fundamentals and technique. Even though we can't tackle, a big thing that we can do is show that we're violent with our technique and we can get to the football and show that maybe those plays will be tackles.
Is there somebody on the offensive side that's kind of been a thorn in your foot all camp?
Maybe Essa. Essa's a great guy to go against. I love going against him. Even after practice, he always gives me tips of how I'm rushing and how I should attack him. So that's definitely been the guy for me that's probably given me the most struggle. But great guy, always helping me out to get better. So yeah.